One of our listeners shared a story from Mahabharata which resonates so well with our current situation. All locked up inside our houses while a great war against coronavirus takes place all around the world. So, here we present to you this little story about a little sparrow caught in the middle of the battlefield of Kurukshetra during the Great War.
The battlefield of Kurukshetra was being prepared to facilitate the movement of mammoth armies with large cavalries. They used elephants to uproot trees and clear the ground. On one such tree lived a sparrow, a mother of 4 young ones. As the tree was being knocked down, her nest landed on the ground, along with her offspring, too young to fly, miraculously unharmed. The vulnerable and frightened sparrow looked around for help. Just then, she saw Krishna scanning the field with Arjun. They were there to physically examine the battleground and devise a winning strategy before the onset of the war. She flapped her tiny wings with all her might to reach Krishna's chariot. "Please, save my children, O Krishna," the sparrow pleaded. "They will be crushed tomorrow when this battle starts." "I hear you," said he, the omniscient one, "but I can't interfere with the law of nature. All I know is that you're my savior, O Lord. I rest my children's fate in your hands. You can kill them or you can save them. It's up to you now. The wheel of time moves indiscriminately." Krishna spoke like an ordinary man, implying that there wasn't anything he could do about it. "I don't know your philosophy," the sparrow said with faith and reverence. "You are the wheel of time. That's all I know. I surrender to thee. Stock food for 3 weeks in your nest then." Unaware of the ongoing conversation, Arjun was trying to shoo away the sparrow when Krishna smiled at the bird. She fluttered her wings a few minutes in worship and flew back to her nest. 2 days later, just before the boom of conches announced the commencement of the battle, Krishna asked Arjun for his bow and arrow. Arjun was startled because Krishna vowed to not lift any weapon in the war. Besides, Arjun believed that he was the best archer out there. "Order me, Lord," he said with conviction. "Nothing impenetrable for my arrows." Quietly, taking the bow from Arjun, Krishna took aim at an elephant. But instead of bringing the animal down, the arrow hit the bell around its neck and sparks flew. Arjun couldn't contain his chuckle, seeing that Krishna missed an easy mark. "Should I?" he offered. Again, ignoring his reaction, Krishna gave him back the bow and said that no further action was necessary. "But why did you shoot the elephant, Keshav?" Arjun asked. "Because this was the elephant that had knocked down the tree sheltering that sparrow's nest." "Which sparrow?" Arjun exclaimed. "Moreover, that elephant is unhurt and alive. Only the bell is gone." Dismissing Arjun's questions, Krishna instructed him to blow his conch. The war began. Numerous lives were lost over the next 18 days. The Pandavas won in the end. Once again, Krishna took Arjun with him to navigate through the bloody battlefield. Many corpses still lay there awaiting their funeral. The battleground was littered with severed limbs and heads, lifeless steeds and elephants. Krishna stopped at a certain spot and looked down thoughtfully at an elephant bell. "Arjun," he said, "will you lift this bell for me and put it aside?" The instruction, though simple, made little sense to Arjun. After all, in the vast battlefield, where plenty of other things needed clearing, why would Krishna ask him to move an insignificant piece of metal out of the way? He looked at him questioningly. Yes, this bell, Krishna reiterated. It's the same bell that had come off the elephant's neck I had shot at. Arjun bent down to lift the heavy bell without another question. As soon as he lifted it, though, his world changed forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 young birds flew out one after another, followed by a sparrow. The mother bird swirled in circle around Krishna, circumambulating him in a great joy. The one bell cleaved 18 days ago had protected the entire family. Forgive me, O Krishna, said Arjun. Seeing you in human body and behaving like ordinary mortals, I had forgotten who you really are.
If you want to listen to more such stories from our ancient literature, please subscribe to My Sutradhar and help us in our journey by telling your family and friends about us. We hope they shall also appreciate it. If you have such content that you would like to share with the world, please write to us at contact@mysutradhar.com. At contact@mysutradhar.com.